And this is the biggest mistake that I see a lot of women making when it comes to helping men. Just because you have a nurturing spirit does not mean that you are assigned to nurture every man that you find attractive or that you have a desire for. When a woman see a man down and they are attracted to that man, a lot of women in this situation find it an opportunity to let me show him that I got his back while he down. So you start being loyal, you start being attentive to all of his needs, you encourage him, y'all on the phone for hours and hours and hours, and you believing that you guys are building something. While all the while, he is just saying, this person is helping me. It's just the truth. Men know who they desire. So it doesn't matter if they're down or if they're up. And this is why a lot of women get disappointed and say, I did all of this for him, I did all of that, was because you took your nurturing and you put it in a position with someone where it never belonged. And so, yes, he's gonna take it. He's not gonna deny it. He's gonna accept it. Why? Because who don't want help when they are down? This is why you gotta be very careful with who you try to give your wife traits to. You gotta be careful who you allow to get into your mental, get into your head, and also watch your own agenda. Because if your agenda is wrong and then you wind up hurt in the end, it was your fault because you also went in with a wrong motive. So this is why you have to be very careful. Don't try to help and assist a man while he's down with the agenda that maybe I can prove myself, or maybe he can get my attention. I can get his attention, and maybe he'll see that, I'm a good woman. All these different things, you'll find yourself hurting yourself in the long run. You will find yourself saying, how did this happen? All I did for him, blase, blase, blase. Why? Because his mind was never on catching your attention. His mind was only on you assisting him in his life.
Yeah, let's just call a spade a spade. What these people are takers, they're users, manipulators. Don't try to sugarcoat it and try not to call that man what he is, man, woman, whoever it is, because that's what it's about, But having a nurturing spirit is not anything negative. That is of God, but we are human. God has agape, endless love. He has endless forgiveness. And we have hearts that get broken. We get traumatized. We need time to heal. We don't have that strength of God. So we do have to have a sense of discernment to protect our hearts. Because, when I was younger, I would think that everybody had just good intentions, because I do. But being 34, about to be 35 next month, I know that's not the case. One thing that I agree with him on is, yes, don't ever have a motive to make somebody see your value or your worth. You're definitely setting yourself up for failure with that one as well. You just live your life doing your best, putting your best foot forward. And if people can't see your value, then don't worry about it, sis. We're not out here trying to prove ourselves to anybody. What he described to me, what he was talking about in the beginning, sounded like two people that are trying to get to know each other to see if they're compatible, maybe thinking that they are compatible, trying to see if they can embark on a relationship, or either already have some form of a commitment to each other. If you're talking on the phone for hours, that's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. Your parents did it. Your grandparents possibly did it. I don't know how young they are to know if they had phones to be able to do it. But that's nothing new. You know what that means as a man, as a woman, as a non-binary individual, if you're on the phone for hours. You know what I mean? Like, he's talking about that they're just going to think you're trying to help them. Like, come on, really? No, they're not. They know what's going on. Just like he said, they know what they desire. And they know what you desire as well. You on the phone with them for hours. Like, come on. You, love oozing out of you. Your feelings and emotions is oozing out of you in all them hours. What y'all talking about? So protect yourself. And yes, it is one of the biggest mistakes that we make as women. So let's stop doing it.